Well, that's a surprise for you guys, but we know how it's looking already. And guys, it is looking amazingly hot.
Fingers crossed.
And this is the first time you guys have done a magazine cover together.
Yes.
And international at that.
Yeah.
Our first international cover.
And Middle East.
Yes, and Middle East. You guys know you have a huge fan following in the Middle East as well as like as much as in India.
Yeah.
Like
I think
You
we're
guys are
a
a
little
global-
aware, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are a global phenomenon. What's the secret? Let's start.
I think it's dubbing. Because I've seen us talking in Arabic and so I think it's it's multicultural. The content that we've been working on or for the past so many years, it gets dubbed and it gets shown in all these countries, Egypt, Lebanon, here. And I think it's a culture. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. They love our culture and they associate with it, and yeah.
I think they love the drama, and I also feel like I think it's a big thanks to the entire television, because like I think a lot of people love Indian television here, which is why I think it's dubbed and there's like a legitimate telecast happening here and people honestly following it, which is great. And like luckily it's dubbed, so like a lot of people just relate to us and expect us to speak the language a lot of times also.
Yeah.
Has that happened? Like, have people just come up to you and spoken
And
in
spoken
their
their
local
language,
language?
yes.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
and
you
I'm like-
guys have a crazy fan following, man. Like, Tejran Army is huge.
Fan. I think it's
Fan.
fan.
Tejran fan.
Fam,
Just the
I
hashtag itself, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. But apart from the thing that you said, that the television is huge and everything, you both individually have cultivated so much love and, globally. So what do you think is that one thing that makes you so relatable to people around, that people just feel that instant connect? ऐसा लगता है ये तो हमारा बच्चा है, ये तो हमारा, like she's straight out of our family. What is the secret there?
Yes.
I think just keeping it real, really. I just feel like a lot of people, especially the ones in front of the camera, actors especially, when they're a couple, they try and I think show it as the most perfect love story or just ideal boy and girl. And I think the fact that we've never really tried to do that, I was very clear from the beginning, especially with all of the fights and everything we had, like in the show. I think we kept it in a very real zone, and which is why I always termed it as like the unperfectly perfect love story. And we just I think we just kept it real. We never really tried to show ourselves as the perfect couple, or there's absolutely nothing wrong
Also,
with
I
us.
think they fell in love with us while we were falling in love with each other. You know what I mean?
You nailed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, they saw the entire journey.
Correct. So
yeah.
it's like So they knew what was happening.
Right,
They saw
right.
everything. So I think that's one thing that's
Yeah,
Right.
that helped.
correct.
But even
Yeah.
on social media, do you all never feel the kind of pressure? Because, you guys are constantly under public scrutiny in terms of, people are watching you, judging you, loving you.
Yeah.
But do you ever feel that? Because, what we see is what we know that, is the real you guys.
Yeah.
But do you all personally ever feel that, every little thing is out there for people to kind of,
Judge.
especially in a relationship, because it's a very personal thing as well. A lot of personal facets to it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I honestly try and avoid it. I try and post as less as possible about us. I try and keep it as like, intimate and not out there as much. He is the loud one. He loves to put it out there. So I like to really just keep it to myself, especially about us, because I feel like it's already so out there with if we're ever stepping out and everything, it's just out there.
Amazing.
So yeah, like I try and avoid.
Yeah, but I'm a little different.
He
I'm
is
like,
very different, yeah.
If I'm, there's a lot of hate that comes in, and they're not like they're not the people who love us. They're the people who hate us. अब मैं उनकी वजह से अपनी जिंदगी जीना बंद नहीं कर सकता, because then they will. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So I have a big screw you attitude, and I'll do whatever I want to do.
Wow. So tell me, how does this kind of, how do you guys take on when it comes to work? Is it like, consultations happening with each other? Is that the breakfast table talk, dinner talk all the time?
It's pretty normal. Yeah, it's pretty normal
Yeah.
how every couple is. I think they talk to each other because your futures are aligned, and so it's pretty much as any guy coming and talking to his partner कि यार ये आया है, ये करना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा आज भी मुझे कुछ मेरे को suggestion दे रही थी, so it's pretty normal, yeah.
Right. So what's happening on the work front? Tejasvi, what's happening with you?
I mean, I have been kind of busy, but yeah, but how do I say it? On like a bigger scale, something that I'm looking forward to, I'm still waiting on that. So, I mean, there are obviously offers, and I do understand that a lot of actors say that, but like I don't know about the others, but there have been in my case. But I don't know. I don't think they were exciting enough or just important enough, and I want to really just wait for something like as important and something that really excites me.
What about Bollywood? Anything?
Yeah, why not?
Including that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I do want films to start doing well, and now irrespective of me being a part of it or not, I think it's extremely important that we start getting people back in the theaters.
Right.
So I want films to start doing well again, and I love the fact that there's a massive demand for like great stories, also women-centric films.
Absolutely.
A space where I can actually perform and show my credibility. So I think there's space for that. Now that people are only entering the theaters if it is like a legitimately like good movie,
Right.
which kind of forces everybody to put in like and put up some great content only, which is amazing. So I think I'm looking forward to like some I think better offers than the ones I already have.
Right, right. Do you think people get stereotyped, especially because, we've been hearing that a lot, especially on television, you come out of a Nagin and, people are looking at, like, okay, ye isi role mein kar sakti hai, ya isi type ka role kar sakti hai. Have you ever had to face that, or, you're getting all kinds? Just not.
I think no. I think, like I said, there have been offers, and they have not been in the entire phase or like the
space
section, the space of Nagin or anything just in terms of television. But I don't think there's like a section that I fall into. I feel like there's still a lot of me that people haven't really seen. Or there's still a lot of me that is still not challenged enough, and I love challenges. And I'd like some like massive challenges that push me for something like better than I probably know about myself.
Right.
So I don't think that there's any sort of restriction with, I think lately how open people are getting about getting
Correct.
Let's just say like somebody from television or somebody from a reality show, or I've even seen influencers for that matter getting and doing films and all of that. I think what it comes down to is your bank, like if you're bankable enough, like if there's something that you are a part of, it's not just something that they like to just see on like a free television or like on a free Instagram, but it's something
Right.
that people would love to pay for and actually enter the theater just to watch you is what is important. That makes an actor, and I think I have enough faith in the people who love me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do. We want to see you do much more out
So,
there.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident like that.
Karan, you have done reality, you've done Bollywood, you've been doing television, music videos. Like, okay, let's say there's nothing that you haven't done yet.
True.
So what's been your, how do you look back and say, how have you evolved as an actor, your choices over the years?
When I was again, see, I don't have a godfather or a godmother
Absolutely.
in the industry. और हमारी तो वो हालत थी कि stereotype होने के लिए पहले type तो हो जाओ. You know what I mean? So where we come from, it was all here. We didn't have the option कि यार stereotype हो जाएंगे. वो stereotype होने के लिए बहुत 400 लोग बैठे हुए हैं भाई. So when I look back, I see a humongous amount of hard work. humongous amount of challenges that I have overcome, and broken stereotypes.
Absolutely.
If I stop here, it'll be in the middle of the journey. But 10 years down the line, I would be known as the person who's done everything and broken all stereotypes. You know what I mean? So it is all about persistence. It is all about maintaining your relevance with good quality work. As when I talk to people who like my work, तो वो इतना varied है ना. Some people like me because of my MTV days. Some people like me because of Big Boss. Some people like me purely because of the characters that I played. 10 साल पुराने, 12 साल पुराने characters.
Right.
So it's been I think it's been very I've been very brave. Yeah. But again, it's very different. So again, at the end of the day, if I remain relevant, I think that will be a big challenge. Because we don't have people, creating stuff for us. कि यार आ जाओ यार, तुम तो अपने घर के हो, तुम्हारे लिए पिक्चर लॉन्च कर देते हैं, यार आ जाओ यार, तुम तुम्हारे घर के, तुम्हारे लिए तो सब है. नहीं, हमें सब कुछ अपने आप करना पड़ा है और आगे करना पड़ेगा. I guess we'll be the people, who will be helping out other people to break in. So,
Right.
Yeah. So I think I would call my journey very brave.
But you have stood out with your roles, like, it doesn't matter how long or, short your roles have been, you've been very, very impactful.
Correct.
So as an actor, what is it, what is your, because, we have seen you being so much fun. How are you on sets, Is it like very serious? How are you on
I
set?
am the most fun person on set.
Yeah.
I'm the clown on set. But, because I belong to TV. And we've been thoroughly trained. The moment I hear rolling, and that gap between roll sound and action is where everything just disappears and I come back to what I'm doing. So, there have been takes where I'm supposed to be extremely in a zone. मैं से होता ही नहीं है, मैं कर लूँगा, let my craft take care of it. But yeah, I think because I've been like this, and and now a lot of people know about it. And Big Boss के बाद सारी image खराब हो गई. But yeah, I am just, you gotta enjoy your life. It's the journey that counts, not the destination.
Not the destination.
जब आप कोई reality show करते हो ना, जैसे हम रोडीज में बोलते थे कि बेटा लास्ट में जब तू रोडीज जीत जाएगा या जीत जाएगी, वो 5 मिनट का है सिर्फ, बाकी 3 महीने तो तुम्हारी जर्नी दिखेगी.
Journey है.
So enjoy the journey, whatever it is. जहाँ तक पहुँच गए हो उसको भी अप्रिशिएट करो. जहाँ तक पहुँचना है वो तो है ही है, बट यहाँ पर भी बड़ी मेहनत से पहुँचो. तो enjoy yourself wherever you are, have fun.
Absolutely. And in this journey, obviously, there have been highs and lows. But the good thing is that you both have each other.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So what is it that Tejasvi has brought to your life that was like missing?
Everything, I think everything, right?
Yeah.
हाँ, ये नहीं भी होती सामने.
It's so vast.
Yeah, it's just, हाँ, सब कुछ ही, you can't say कि यार ये चीज थी या ये था. When we met in very difficult circumstances. We met on a
Very
reality
challenging.
show where, yeah, they challenge you. अच्छा, तुम्हें ये पसंद है, देखते हैं कितना पसंद है.
Right.
तुम्हें तो तोड़ के
Where you're actually competing for the same thing
Yeah.
out
Yes.
there.
And the format is such that they will test you. That's the show, but
course.
that's the fun of the show. So I think there's a lot of calm in my life because of her. There's a lot of understanding about the world. I'm not very worldly. You know what I mean? She's more smarter. She's way smarter, and she's way more she's worldly, and I'm not at all. I'm very dreamy. She's very real. And she keeps me in a very in a good format. I think I've grown a lot.
Well, what about you, Tejasvi? What has Karan brought?
I think, why are you laughing? I think seriousness when it comes to like my work. There's a lot of things that I get to learn from him. He is obviously senior. There's a lot of decision taking that he does for me. There's a lot of in me that I don't see and he does. And he's such a great talker that he somehow I feel like just like makes me look like such a like so much better as a person than I actually am. So I'm not sure if I am like worthy of all of the compliments.
There's no smoke without fire.
Yeah. So yeah, so he always makes me look nice and makes me sound nice in front of people, which is nice. Yeah.
But one question I have to ask, because ever since we have said that you guys are in Dubai and something exciting is coming up. So one question, can you please ask them when are they getting married?
Ah.
It's a good question.
Marriage on the cards.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, we've been having a lot of discussions as well, and she's been absolutely busy since the first day of Big Boss, because Big Boss ended and then Nagin started and then Marsha started. So it's been under a month actually that we've just gotten done, and a lot of things are happening. So I think the major decision is about to happen somewhere, and then we'll also know personally. कभी
Yeah.
वो मुझे पूछती है कब करेंगे, कभी मैं उसको पूछता हूँ कब कर रहे हैं.
I don't think we've had the time to figure that yet.
Okay, so what is the thing that makes Tej Run so special? There's so much power, there's so much passion, the cover line of our cover.
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
Power and passion. So tell us, what is that?
Lots of passion though. No, as it is even there. Yeah, of course, that also.
Yeah,
But I
we're
think
very
both of
passionate
us
about
are
whatever we
very
do.
passionate
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
For
Very.
sure, yeah, for sure. So I think it's just the fact that we're just one of them, and it's just is so relatable for everybody out there. And it's also the fact that we've never tried to cover up our flaws.
Right.
And we've always tried to speak about how beautiful even like flaws are in a relationship, and how they can get you back together and stronger. And also the fact that I think whenever we're together, people end up like seeing it in our eyes. You really can't fake it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can catch a couple like that, and I'm like, zero chemistry. Like, what was that? Like, and I feel like we're just so like real, so chill with each other. There's a lot of friendship, there's a lot of love, and a lot of power together, and passion together, and just everything. And
Wow.
we're just so honest, and it's so evident. I think that's what makes us what we are today.
Yeah. I think
on
it's
that.
That's what, yeah.
yeah. I think one thing also which I have learned from Tejasvi is, to start loving your flaws.
Yeah.
And she's always had this, because even in the house, she used to say that as the, the most imperfectly perfect love story. And so the past 2 years that I've spent with her, I've started being okay with the flaws and not being very, hectic about it. And I think that is also our relationship. And that is what makes it relatable also.
Also to the people.
The power is not recognizing the power. It's way more fun when there is power, but you absolutely don't see it.
In the
other
equation.
person sees it. We don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Because usually because both of you are in the limelight constantly, they both are in the spotlight. There's obviously going to be those kind of power dynamics happening in between the two of you also in terms of your careers and everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of couples have gone through that.
Yes.
And so is that also a very conscious thing to not let those things come into the personal space?
I don't know. I don't feel that can ever happen, because we're two very different leagues. I feel like there's never going to be like ever a time where we could ever clash. And I mean, that's what I feel like. It is a given. He's senior, like he's literally like been there, and I've not even started. Is what I feel like. It's I haven't even begun. So it's so
not
different. Yeah, it's so different that there can never be a comparison or a clash or just anything similar in terms of. I think we both have very independent, different journeys.
Yeah, I hoga bhi, though I think it's only gonna end us pushing us to do better and better.
But I don't see how can it happen. I mean, I don't know.
No, that's
There's
what
no
I'm saying.
common nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like
Right,
common or
right.
anything. I don't feel that.
It's what so like so in a lot of relationships, there's one person who's extremely famous and the other person is not. And here
Oh, like that.
No, because the
both
journey, because
like
we've
that.
seen industry mein, ups and downs hote hain. One is on the top, the other one is not doing that well, or
Oh,
those
that
kind of
way.
things
Yeah,
keep
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
switching.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think you guys, I mean,
I don't think I care.
आप लोगों का bond देख के तो